get this opportunity to play in a national final in unfortunately not in front of crowds as we know, but on the TV as well, and really pleased for the club. I think it's it's not something that happens all the time, is it? And to be part of it and to be around it and prepare for it in this way as a selfish point of view for an individual, it's brilliant. I've loved every minute of it, and then for the club, it's brilliant. And just to see people today, see the buzz and the excitement of a big game, just in the group, in the players. There was a few people here for the Tiny Techers this morning. A few parents were excited about watching it on the TV, and I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? So it's an opportunity for us to show the world almost what we're about and who we are as Concord Rangers.
Obviously, we've been in a kind of a pre-season training camp really for the last 6 weeks, haven't we? Building up to this one game. But obviously played a few friendlies and stuff like that no one knows about, which is somehow we've managed to keep that secret. But how are the lads been in these kind of last 6 weeks and in the games as well? Yeah,
I just said to the boys in there, I just said a big thank you to the boys really, and I'd say it on camera as well. I want to thank the boys, all the media team and my management team and everybody that's been around the group in the last 5 weeks, because you're preparing for something long term. It's you're not preparing for games like competitive matches like you do week to week. It's one game that you're looking to compare. We've asked a lot of the boys. The boys have been in regular. We've had a lot of meetings and a lot of chats, a lot of talking and a lot of training, a lot of preparation and stuff, a lot of information. And the boys have been really good. And I think the management team, the way they've worked and the effort they've put in, not just on the match and the training days, but around that as well. And then the media stuff and that. I think it's been brilliant. I think for a small club like ours to come together and produce what we've produced over the last 5 weeks on all fronts is really impressive, and that makes me proud as well. And it's I may be the manager, but I think it's everybody pulling in the right direction, and that's what you've got to try and do. And hopefully on the day, it's all them little things that make the difference. And just said to the boys, if you do a lot of good little things, then sometimes big things come from it, and that's what we've got to try and hope for.
Obviously, is this maybe then the most prepared you've ever been for one game of football?
Yeah, I think so. I pride myself on preparation. I've got people like Scott, who watches as many games as me and does all our analysis work, and he's been excellent. And without him, I don't think I could have probably prepared as well. Lee Minchell and Roche putting on their sessions and their coaching, and Brewery doing all the organisational stuff and getting us prepared, taking a lot of weight off my shoulders in that as well, which is brilliant. So without them, it wouldn't be possible for me to sort of try and do my bits and what I need to do. And I'm excited by the effort that people have put in for this football club, and it's a football club that means a lot to me, but to watch other people get on board and give everything they got for it as well. And we have a saying that we say to the players, like, all we want is everything you got, and I think everybody over the last 5 weeks has done that, and that's brilliant, and be up to us to try and carry that on into Monday.
You talk about kind of the backroom staff and stuff like that. It's been probably a hectic few weeks for them as well. How well do you think they've kind of coped in getting the lads ready, from Roche to Drury and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think they've been brilliant. I think they've been calm. We've been prepared. We've been organised. I don't think none of the boys could complain about what we've done and how we've gone about it. And the boys have done the same. They've given us everything they've got over the period as well. And we've had some good performances in the period as well. And obviously we're building for this cup game, but we're also looking at next year, and we're trying to fit that in as well. And got some good news hopefully coming next week on a couple of players that we've secured their services for next year, which will be brilliant. So I'm really pleased about that. But yeah, my management team are, they're the bits that hold it all together really. I might be the one that got the tag of manager, but it's a big team effort, and without them we wouldn't be able to do it. And they've given up their time and effort. They're still here now, preparing to make sure the boys get everything they need in the environments, everything they want ready for Monday. And like I say, they're the little bits that people don't probably see, but when the result comes over and you get them wins, they're the important bits that have worked behind the scenes to get it to that point.
Obviously, we'll then turn our attention to Harrogate, who are mid-table in League Two, and come into this one buoyed by a pretty dramatic 5-4 win over promotion chasing Cambridge. What are you expecting from those guys on Monday afternoon? Yeah,
a bit of a strange one, wasn't it, last night? I think 5-4 in the end, and obviously it's a typical end of season. I think Cambridge probably under a little bit of pressure. They were trying to win to get promotion and to secure it rather than take it to the last game. And Harrogate probably had nothing to play for and no fear, and they rested quite a few of their players and played a lot of boys. And it's great motivation, isn't it, to be a good place for their manager to be in, to say, look boys, there's a cup final at the week on Monday that you might get a chance. You haven't played much this season, but you go and put in a good performance tonight, might change my thought process for that. And I think they went and did that, didn't they, and played some attacking, free-flowing football. And obviously hopefully they've used all their goals up on Friday night, and and started to concede a few as well, which is be nice on Monday. But I respect Harrogate Town. I've got a lot of time for them in how they are. I respect the journey that they've been on, and I've been there myself at a lower level and been on, moved up the levels quite quickly. It's not always easy trying to adapt in the short space of time. And then they've secured their safety in League Two, which is brilliant for that football club, and really proud of them in the way they've done that, and just in the football terms. And I like the way they play. They're high energy. They give everything they got. They want to get in your face. They want to come after you. So we know what they've got. We know what they're about. We've got to be able to deal with that, and we've got to be able to cope with that. That's going to be the challenge. I respect them fully, and I know how tough this challenge is going to be. But I've also got a bit of confidence in what we can offer and what we're about as a football club, that we might be able to go on the day and give a good account of ourselves, and that's the main thing.
Finally then, and I'm going to return to a question that I asked you 5 weekends ago now, which was when the final date was announced. So I mentioned that you were going to kind of be following the footsteps of some of the most iconic managers in football history to lead a team out of Wembley. Have you still tried to get? Are you still trying to kind of comprehend that kind of massive feeling of stepping out onto the hallowed turf? I've had
lots of thought process over the last 5 weeks about the good and the bad, really, and I try and cover every scenario. And I thought about my emotions on walking the team out to the pitch, and it'd be a wonderful occasion for me as a person. But like I say, it's me doing it for everybody that's probably played a part, and I can honestly say that. And when I walk out and people watch me walk that team out, I'm doing it for Concord Rangers, and not doing it for Danny Scopes. I think that's important, that is the case, and it's great for me. A great opportunity for me in my management career. Of course it is, but it's our club, and I keep saying it, and people sort of say, "Oh no, you don't mean it," but I do. It's everybody. It's all the little cogs in the wheel. It's all the people that have little bits of parts to play over the years, and this season and last season as well. And they're important. And I'll be walking out with my head held high and shoulders back, and won't be no emotion, because I'll be proud that I'm doing it for them, and that's my role on the day, and I accept that.
And just one final quick question, actually, and it's a yes or no answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what your starting 11 is going to be on 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Yeah.
That was more than one word. Perfect. We'll leave it there.
I'm not very good with words.
I think there's a sign at Wembley which their pitch team put up, which I think is where players enter and legends leave, and hopefully there'll be 16, 17 legends leaving that stadium on Monday afternoon.
Yeah, hopefully. I just hope we can give a good account of ourselves, and circumstances have changed it, and different teams, different players, and lots of things gone on. But just said to the boys, we've all found ourselves at this location. We've all found ourselves on the path, and whether you've been here from the start or you're new into it, it's irrelevant really. The job in hand is trying to represent Concord Rangers in the best way we possibly can, and hopefully we can do that and get a few more people that know who we are and what we're about and what we stand for. But we know it's going to be tough, and but that's how we like it sometimes.
Perfect. We'll leave it there then, Scopesy, and obviously you can catch the game live on BT Sport on Monday afternoon. But from all of us at the Beach Boys, I think it's good luck.
Sounds good. Thank you. Cheers.